are you? 7 days ago, I decided to conduct a little experiment. According to my calculations, I haven't been using my time wisely. I've known this about myself for a while, but I just continue to deny it. Hi, my name is ConnorFranta, and I am fully addicted to social media. There, I said it. I'm addicted to the thing that I love. When I say I'm addicted to social media, I mean that I just mindlessly scroll through Twitter and Instagram and YouTube too much. Girl, I need to calm down. I wanted to give myself a little challenge and delete social media from my phone and see if I feel any different a week later. Note, a little asterisk here. I didn't quit social media for a week. I did not go on it for a week. I really tried to push myself back, so I wasn't going to be on it on my phone, and I was also gonna try my hardest not to be on it on my computer, but since social media is essentially my job, I couldn't not participate for a full week. Boy's gotta pay his bills. Okay. Honestly, thank God for how low res this is because I'm disheveled. I'm assuming I'm going to be explaining this in an overarching voiceover.
Sup?
A voice from the heavens, myself, the narrator above.
Yeah, we get it. Move on.
It's Monday, it's the morning, and I am going to delete my social media apps from my phone for the first time. I legitimately have never done this. I have always had Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all of it on my phone, and I think it personally has become a major problem in my life. I mindlessly scroll on this thing for hours a day. Hours that I could be doing literally anything else. Anything else would be more productive. So here we go. We're gonna try this. It's a little experiment. Boom. There goes Twitter. There goes Facebook. There goes Instagram. There goes YouTube. Voila. They're gone. I feel both a giant weight lifted off my shoulders and a mass amount of anxiety falling upon me.
Sounds like a typical Monday to me.
I'm interested to see how many times I go to pick up my phone and be like, oh wait, there's nothing there. What do I do now? Work? Healthy, productive things in my life? Concentrate on myself? Oh boy. Okay, I gotta go get some groceries and pick up film and go rock climbing. Bye, bitches. Day one was just really weird. The entire day I just kept forgetting what I was doing, and it wasn't until I opened my phone and that home screen was half empty that I remembered that I had put myself in a sort of purgatory. I was one layer closer to hell than I normally am. It was just weird. It was just a really weird day. Ignore my wounded hands. I just got back from rock climbing. Not to brag, but I'm a jock. I've already started to notice how many times I reach for my phone just because I'm uncomfortable or just because I'm bored, frankly. I was waiting for my friends to get to the gym and I, of course, just pulled my phone out and I was like touching where the apps used to be, where the social media apps used to be. And of course, they're no longer there. So I was like, oh shit, what do I do? But I was like, oh, I guess I'll read the news. I learned about mosquitoes. I learned a little bit more about the wildfires in California. And then a couple articles about shoes. So, I mean, only some of it was educational. And then I was checking out at a grocery store and I did the same thing. I just found myself on my phone as if I was gonna go to Twitter, but it wasn't there. And I didn't even realize that that's what I was doing. It's so mindless. It's so interesting.
Quickly too, because when I would take my phone out, I would feel less socially awkward just standing there waiting. And then when I would take it out and nothing would be there and I couldn't go on my phone, I would feel even more socially awkward. So that is just a lovely plus.
So that's today's takeaway. I've been brainwashed. Day two, it fully set in what I had set myself up to finally. I find myself going to my phone and tapping where the apps were. And then in my brain, it would finally click like, oh yeah, what am I doing? I felt like a robot. I felt like I was participating in something I didn't even know I was participating in half the time. It's like when you lay on your couch to binge watch a show and at one point you just kind of sit up and you're like, oh, it's dark outside. How did this happen? How did I get here?
I think this was my attempt at making some sort of relatable analogy to how time flies when you're doing nothing. But honestly, I don't really know.
Oh wow, she beautiful. It's day two and I'm still having the ghost problem. There has got to be a scientific term for this. Ghost thumbs. That's the scientific terminology.
Yeah, don't go on Urban Dictionary and look up what I just said. it means something completely different.
But also I've just noticed that when I go to use my social media, like when I go to use Twitter or check Instagram, and then I realize that I can't, I'm like, okay, what can I do at this time? And then I'm like hella productive. I've read a lot more. Again, I'm so up to date with the news. I've got all my work done ahead of time, so it's been kind of positive. But also, I miss it. As much as it's wasting my time, I can't help but miss it. Goodbye for now. After it finally set in that I wasn't going to be participating in social media for a week, I started to use my time more wisely. It was essentially like someone forcing me to be like, okay, well, you can't have candy, so you might as well eat broccoli.
Please, no more horrible similes, metaphors, or analogies.
So I started doing my work faster and exercising even more than I normally do. Good morning. Normally I'd lay in bed for a solid 30 minutes to an hour just scrolling on my phone. But since I don't have Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and all of that on my phone at the moment, I just get up. Isn't that sad? It's a little bit sad. I could go back to sleep, but at the same time, I don't want to do that. So I guess I'm just going to get up on time or early. Coffee time. I read the news so frequently because it gave me, I feel like a drug addict. It gave me the same sense of satisfaction of like opening up an app and scrolling. God, I'm a full addict. So I'd scroll through my news app and catch myself up. I've never read the New York Times more than this week. What is going on? There's just drama on this block. This is too much drama for a Wednesday. Out for a walk, using my time wisely. The real tea is I've been procrastinating all day.
Some things never change.
The most basic update here is that I find myself cheating. Like I am actively cheating on this video. I find myself justifying it in weird ways. I find myself being like, well, it's not on my phone, but I can use it on my computer at this time. Or I find myself just lying and pretending that I need to be on it for some work related. It's all lies. I'm a big liar. You're playing the system and you're playing yourself. My biggest takeaway so far is that I think I'm genuinely addicted. Like there's something in my brain that feels like it needs social media, or it needs the gratification that comes from posting things on social media or getting likes or comments or interacting with people. To be continued. Something odd started happening towards the end of the week. I started feeling a little bit more left out. I went to my friend's house a couple times and people were on their phones, or people were talking about Instagram and Twitter and using their phone to show something. And I couldn't do that. And I know that sounds kind of lame and a little bit silly, but I couldn't participate, so it just felt weird. I felt isolated. And then since I was allowing myself to post some things throughout the week, like quickly download the app and then post something and delete the app, and then I would feel a little bit sad because I wanted the interaction. Like I wanted to read the comments or see if my friends had responded to whatever it is I'd posted, but I couldn't do that. So I felt disconnected. And then I would get over it really quickly, not gonna lie, but there was that initial distance I felt from relationships that I have.
Mindless scrolling aside, the communal aspect of the internet and social media in general is something that I missed the most at this point. It was something that I was craving, that little other connection you can have with people throughout your day.
Look at how bad my runner's tan line is. Oh my god. Unforgivable. Also, I'm wearing this hat just purely to be ironic. Two things I've noticed today. One, definitely still more productive. I'm spending less time mindlessly scrolling and more time doing just little things. Very normal little things that need to get done that I can easily put off or pretend don't exist. But now there's no reason not to do them. There's nothing that's going to distract me. I'm just like, ugh, I might as well get it done.
Laundry, take out the trash, get the mail, clean the counters. Come on, team mid-20s.
Couple other things. My anxiety levels today and just in general this week are oddly very low, and I don't know if I can attribute that to this experiment, whatever this is. I don't know if I can necessarily attribute the scientist in me as like, that is not a part of the results. We cannot conclude that yet. What is this voice? But yeah, my anxiety levels are very low. I'm very calm this week, and especially today. I just feel like chill and happy and free. I'm wearing a tank top. I'm outside. Just got back from another walk. Bitch, I'm killing it. So yeah, that's a thing. The one thing I did post yesterday I felt certain levels of feeling left out, or a FOMO of sorts, because the thing that I posted, I felt like my friends might respond to it.
It was like an 8-part commentary on a Planet Earth 2 episode. I'm acting as if I posted something deep, personal, and sentimental.
Run, bitch, run!
Upon further review, I completely justify my feelings.
So for a while there, I felt less connected to people. So that was an odd negative to this experiment that I totally forgot would be a part of it. Like, obviously, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, everything just connects me to more people and my friends in a different way. So if I'm not posting to it, or if I'm not on it all the time, I'm going to be left out of certain things. I'll just be a little bit more out of the loop. So yeah, that's the takeaway. It's really dark. I gotta go. Also, towards the end of the week, I started accepting the fact that when I wake up, I don't need to scroll on Twitter or Instagram for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour. I can just get up. Like this morning, it's a weekend, I got up within 5 minutes of waking up because I had nothing to do, and I fully accepted that. And again, it sounds a little bit sad, but I haven't done that in years.
Years is a bit of a stretch.
Normally, I scroll on my phone for at least 15 minutes, for, you know, a little bit, but this week I couldn't do that. I don't want to get up yet. I would normally be on my phone for like a solid 30 minutes, but I can't do that. I shouldn't go back to sleep. So I'm just gonna get up. No, that looks cool. Time to get up. That looks both cool and creepy. Where is my neck? I'm missing neck. I miss Instagram stories. And that was pretty much the week. I think to fully participate in this, I would have to completely go cold turkey.
I'm a vegetarian.
And cut out social media from my life for at least 2 weeks to really have some sort of big conclusion, or to really tell you how I feel, or if I feel differently. I'm a little bit too mindless when I'm using my phone. I feel like I need to be more aware and have a purpose. I shouldn't just fill every second I'm not doing something with useless scrolling. I waste so much time just scrolling for nothing and laying on the couch or laying in bed in the morning, and it's wasted time. I feel like I could do literally anything else and it would be more productive. And again, that's no hate to Instagram. What I realized at the end of the week as well is that I fucking love Instagram and I love Twitter. I missed seeing what people were doing on their Insta stories all the time. I missed seeing what people were talking about on my timeline, or looking at Twitter moments to see what was going on in the world in that very moment. I missed that. I felt disconnected, which again is the main point of social media, is to connect people. So as much as I felt guilty for using it too much, I realized why I use it a lot is because it's a good thing. And my biggest takeaway from this little experiment is that everything is good in moderation. I need to make sure that I'm not on it all the time, but it's okay to be on it sometimes. Okay, now I want to hear from you guys. What is the longest you've ever gone without being on social media or without being on the internet? How do you feel when you're on it? How do you feel when you're off it? Please let me know. I've seen a lot of people talking about how it's all very exhausting and we feel very overwhelmed a lot. And I think that's the reason why initially I wanted to do this video in the first place. The world goes so quickly and it's so easy to be overwhelmed by it all. So enjoying the silence was really therapeutic, frankly. Have you ever felt that? Are you going to try this? If you're gonna try this, actually, let me know in the comments down below. And then after your 7 days, do tweet me at ConnorFranta and let me know what your biggest takeaways were. All the things. Oh, and very quickly, I forgot to say, my newest compilation in my Common Culture compilation series just came out. If you want to go grab a physical version of the CD with 12 amazing songs from 12 amazing artists that I curated myself, go check it out. I put it out through my record label Heardwell, and the goal of it is to essentially give new artists a voice. So if you want to go check that out, link will be down below, along with everything else. I love you. I think you're great. You're pretty cool. And I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to big thumbs up, leave a comment below. Bye.